Hello my gorgeous cuties out there, and welcome. In today's video I thought I would do a full face of mostly new makeup and test out some of this makeup that I've acquired, and I wanted to put them all together and create a look. But before we get into this video, if you are new here, welcome. My name is Bree and I'm just a crazy lover of all things beauty. I like to post a lot of fun colorful makeup content, so if those are things you like to watch, please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. But with that being said, let's get into this video. Hello cuties, it is actually Valentine's Day when I'm filming this, so happy Valentine's Day again. I did actually post a Valentine's Day get ready with me. If you haven't checked that out, I'll link it below. I'll put it up in the corner. I created like a Valentine's Day look with some pinks and some reds, so definitely check it out if you want some Valentine's Day inspiration. But I was like, you know what, I have a good amount of new stuff. I think the only products that I don't have anything new for is eyebrows, but eyebrows are boring, so I'm gonna do that off camera anyways. And I don't have any like new like eye primers or face primers, but besides that, everything else is new. So I think I'm gonna just go through it and use these products on my face. I do have this new palette from Sugar Drizzle Cosmetics. This is so cute. It has like a little quote on it. It says, "Be the flawed, quirky, unique, beautiful, and magical person that you are." And I really love this color story. It's so pretty. So I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do with this. And then I also have these new lipsticks from Lime Crime. This is the Soft Touch lipsticks. I picked up 3 different colors. I'll use one of them in the look. I have a new eyeliner. I have the new Tower 28 skin tint that I've had for a while that I haven't tried. I also have the new KVD Good Apple lightweight full coverage concealer. And I also have a new highlighter from LYS and some products from Color Rain. I have like this blush and a bronzer, so I have a good amount of stuff. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little bit more and then create a look. So now let's get into the Tower 28 skin tint. This is the shade Ocean Peak 25. Hopefully this matches me. This is probably gonna be better for me when I have a tan, because I am so fair right now. I'm gonna use the Unearthly Cosmetics foundation brush. Let me see. This is my first time even squeezing it out. It's a little darker than what I am right now, but I'll just run it down my face. We'll make it work. I don't think I'm going anywhere today, so if it doesn't completely match me, that's fine. I think we're just gonna get takeout and all that. Well, actually, I don't think it's that bad. Let me get this mirror right here. Actually, it's pretty good. I mean, my neck is so light right now, and usually that's like the one place that like never gets sun is like my neck, and my face always is lighter than the rest of my skin. So I actually feel like this matches like what my arm color is. Well, actually, my arms might even be a little darker. So this is actually not that bad. And it's going on really nicely. It actually has pretty decent coverage. Now I'm going to go in with the KVD Good Apple Concealer. I have the shade Medium 126, which I think was described as maybe like a light medium. So here's the tip of it. It has an interesting applicator. Huh. I wonder. This will probably make it easier to put concealer on. And here's the shade. This is actually really good. So I think it's light, medium, neutral. Maybe it's the description, or maybe it's light, medium, peach. I can't fully remember, but I do like the little applicator on this. I told myself I was gonna stop buying concealers, and then every brand wanted to come out with a dang concealer this year and foundation. And I don't know why I have just a weakness when it comes to foundations, concealers, powders. You know what? I have a weakness for everything. What am I talking about? I also have a weakness for blushes, palettes, and everything else. So, you know what? Makeup in general. But let's blend this out. I did see some really good reviews like online for this, so I have high hopes. So I think the concealer looks really nice. Now I know that it says it can give full coverage, but to me it looks like it's more medium coverage, but I didn't use like a lot of the product. I'm sure you could build it up more if you wanted even more coverage, but I do feel like I can still see like, you know, my skin through a little bit. But that's what I prefer. I don't like to go heavy on the concealer. So I think it looks really good. It blended into that skin tint super nicely. So let me get some powder. I'm just going to go in with the Pat McGrath. I think this is like the under eye powder that I got. What is this called? This is called the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder. Oh, that's a really long name, but I'm going to use that to set. I think that concealer set down really nicely with that Pat McGrath powder. It's not cakey or crepey or anything. It doesn't look heavy. It looks actually really good so far. So I didn't powder the rest of my face because I want to go in with the cream blush called Spicy from Color Rain. So I ended up getting this when I ordered those little mini palettes, the Chic collection. I did do a video on those. If you haven't seen them, I'll link it below. I'll put it up in the corner. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to try one of their cream blushes. So I'm going to go in with this powder. Let's see. I heard that they're really pigmented. So I'm going to try to go in lightly because sometimes I can just do too much when it comes to blush. So I'm just wiping like some off on my hand. And then whoa. Yeah, these are really pigmented. I read some reviews that these were pigmented. Let me go over with a sponge. Oh my gosh. And I did wipe off the excess, so you have to definitely be careful. I'm using my foundation brush to kind of blend it out some more. So this is pretty. This is such a beautiful orangey blush. I love it, and it blends so nicely. But I do feel like it still looks like pretty out of hand. So let me try to clean it up, and then I'll go in and do my other cheek. So now let's go into the bronzer from Color Rain. But this is in Caramel Delight. This was the second to the lightest. And to me, it looks a little dark. A little bit more on the cool tone side. So I'm going to go in super lightly. Like just like that. I'm going to put some on my hand. And then I'm going to now try it. I mean, I think it's working. I'm trying to just go in very, very lightly. So I do like the bronzer. I think it looks okay, right? Does it look okay? I can't tell. It's like so bright in here, so it's really hard for me to see me on the screen. But I do feel like I was able to like blend it out. Now it is very pigmented, so it's another product you have to work with lightly. It can get out of hand very easily, but I do like the undertone, and I feel like this shade will probably work better for me when I have a tan. But I'm glad I was able to still share it out and make it work for me right now. So now let's get into this highlighter. This is from LYS. This is the Aim High Pressed Highlighter Powder. I got mine in Brave. It's like a champagne, and it looks like it's gonna be very intense. So let's see. Is it gonna be one of those like you can see me from space highlighters? Let's see. Oh, that is a really pretty champagne shade. And I like how it's going on the skin. Like so effortlessly. Ooh, this is really pretty. So now I need to do my brows. So I'm going to do that off camera. And then we can get into the eye look. All right, my brows look pretty good. I will link the brow products that I use below in case you're curious. But I'm going in with this Viper Lip Plumper from Nabla. My lips are so dry. Now let's get into the palette. I have no idea what I want to do, so I'm just going to wing it. I honestly want to use all of them. I think these two are like multi-chromes. Maybe they're like dual chromes. I don't know, but they all look really beautiful. So I think I'm going to start off with the shade Beautiful. It worked out. And I'm just going to pick it up on this brush. I'm going to use this through my crease as like initial transition. I don't know what to expect from this formula. I've never tried anything from Sugar Drizzle Cosmetics, but I've heard really good things about their stuff. And so far, it's going on pretty nicely. It's got decent pigmentation. It is gripping it to the primer really nicely. It's not like overly pigmented, but it seems like you can build this up. So I think I also want to go into the shade Magical, the green matte. I feel like that one is like a little bit of a deeper tone. I'm going to use that on the outer portion here. I wish there was like a shade that was even a little deeper in this pan. Maybe like a deeper green or like a deeper purple. So I think this is like the deepest shade in the palette. And I feel like some of the shimmers like are on the deeper side, like the multi-chrome. So I feel like an even deeper matte would have benefited this palette a little bit more. But that's, you know, just personal preference in terms of what I like. But I still think this shade is going on really nicely. It's nicely pigmented. And I feel like it's actually blending just fine into that purple shade. I feel like this is like more of like a cool toned green. So I'm just concentrating that on the outer edge. So I think I'm gonna try this on my wings. It's like a blue and green dual chrome. Like it goes from green to blue. And I think I'm gonna just maybe use my fingers on the outer edge. Ooh, that's pretty. It's like a very smooth, creamy feel, like how most like black based multi-chromes look like. It's so beautiful though. I do want to lay down some glitter primer, so I'm going to go in with the Give Me Glow one. So I think I want to start off with Unique and then go into the purple in the inner portion. I just want to use like more of these shimmers. They're really pretty. They all look like they have shifts to them. So I'm going to use that in the inner portion because this green, like multi-chrome on the outer portion, has a blue shift. So I feel like that would go, having the blue next to it. So now I'm going to go into the shade Quirky, the purple lavendery metallic. And I'm going to use that all in the inner portion. Ooh, that's a beautiful purple shade. I think that turned out stunning with that purple in the inner portion. So I'm going to do the lower lash line. I'm just going to use the same mattes that I used in the crease. So I'm going to take the Magical shade, the green. I'm going to use that on the outer portion. I'm just going to stamp that on just to match up with the green on the outer portion. And I'm going to take the beautiful purple matte in the inner part as well. So I think I'm going to take the Emotion shade as the inner corner highlight. I mean, it might be a little too dark, but we're going to try to make it work. Because there's not really any like super light shimmers in here. But you know what? I think this looks pretty. I definitely have like Mardi Gras vibes going on with this look. But the metallics in here are super pretty. So there's the gold in the inner portion. It still feels a little too dark for my liking. So I'm going to go over with the highlighter that I got from LYS that I used on my cheeks. And I'm just going to dab some of that in the inner portion just to lighten it up a little bit more. So I'm going to try this new liner that I picked up, the Kiss Lash Glue Liner. I heard it was really good if you like struggle with your lashes. So anything that could make putting on falsies easier, I'm about. So I'm going to try this out because I'm going to put on some falsies. Ooh, wow. It's very opaque and it glides on like super easily. Let's see over here. Alright, I think the liner is okay. I do feel like a lot of the product comes out of the tip like really quickly. So it's easy to have it like kind of bleed out and smear. So definitely need to be careful with that liner. I feel like it looks funky, but you know what? Lashes are going over it, so it should be fine. Now I'm going in with the Chocolate Donut lashes. I think that's what they're called, from Glamlight. And let's see how well this liner does. Let's see, I'm usually really bad at putting on lashes. Let's see. Okay, it's sticking really well to that. It's actually quite tacky. I was not expecting it to like stick that easily. But so far so good. Let me put the other one on. Okay, I think these look pretty good. I mean, these lashes are super dramatic, but the liner is super tacky. So this like stuck on really quickly. Like I didn't struggle to get these lashes to adhere to the liner. Wow. That actually did make it easier. So now time for a lippy, and then we will be done with this look. I feel like I've been here filming forever. So I have 3 different shades. I have Mauve Motel. Look at this packaging. It's so like fun. It's like cardboard packaging. So here's Mauve Motel, which obviously it's a mauve. Then I have this one, which is called Retro Sunrise, which is an orange because your girl had to have an orange in her life. Then I have this shade called Vintage Spice, which is more of like, you know, like that 90s brown. This looks pretty too. So we're just gonna go in with Mauve Motel. I'm not even gonna use liner because I'm really lazy right now. This actually looks very similar to like my natural lip color. Oh, it feels really nice and soft. So I like this a lot. I like this formula. It's very creamy. It's very like soft and very light on the lips. I like this color, Mauve Motel. It's very similar to like my natural lip color. It's definitely like a pinky nude on me. I'll show you guys up close what the look looks like so you can see how the eyes turned out. I really love the metallics in this palette. Oh, this is really beautiful. So let me zoom you guys out a little bit so we can wrap up the video. So we finally made it to the end of this video, and for some reason it is taking me forever to film this. I've been filming for over an hour now. I don't know what's going on. I'm a mess today, but I'm happy to finally get to this point. I do love how my makeup turned out. Like, I think everything looks really nice. Like the look, the lashes, the skin, I'm loving it. I don't think I'm disappointed with anything that I've tried. I feel like the skin tint was nice. It had decent coverage. It was a good shade for me. It feels very lightweight on the skin. It blended really nicely. I think the concealer from KVD Beauty is really nice too. I like the shade. It didn't get cakey, crepey, nothing. Powder laid over really nicely. It looks really good under my eyes right now. As for the palette, I think it's super pretty. I love how this look turned out. I do really like the metallics in here. They're really foil. They're super intense and pretty. Then it has like these like multi-chrome, dual chrome shades that have like that black base that is like really creamy. And then the other ones are a little bit more textured, but I don't mind. I feel like those ones are usually like the most intense on the lids. As for the mattes, they're not my favorite formula. They're a little bit more sheer. You definitely have to build it up more and more to get like full color from it. I do wish that maybe there was like a deeper matte in here, and I do wish that there was a lighter shimmer in here to use as the inner corner to make it like a perfect palette for me. But I do think the color story is really pretty. And as for my lippy, I think the formula is super nice from these Lime Crime Soft Touch lipsticks. It's very lightweight, it's super creamy, nice and opaque. It glided on my lips. I love this color I have on right now. I can't wait to try the other ones. I could see myself buying some more shades in that, even though I don't need any more shades in that. But the formula is exactly what I like when it comes to lipsticks. As for the highlighter, beautiful. I love the glow on my cheeks right now. It's a nice, beautiful champagne. It blended on the skin nicely. It's not enhancing the texture. I could see myself getting other shades in this, even though your girl doesn't need any more highlighters either. As for the Color Rain products, they're very intense. They're super pigmented, so you have to go in with a light hand. I would start off small and then slowly build it because it's easy to get clown cheeks with this cream blush quickly. It was blendable though. You were able to blend it out and like sheer it out, and It blended really nicely on top of my foundation. The bronzer is also very pigmented. It's a little too dark for me right now. I feel like this will be better for me when I have a tan because it is also super pigmented, but I went in with a light hand. I was able to sheer it out. You just have to be careful with these products. But I do feel like they're going to be very versatile and great to work for a wide range of skin tones. As for the liner, it works great as a lash glue. It was like super tacky. My lashes stuck right onto them. It was like super easy to put on my lashes. As for a liner, it's not my favorite. It kind of bleeds a little, like too much product collects at the end, so it's easy for it to kind of bleed out. I don't really like how it looks as a liner, but as a lash glue, it's excellent. But I think that was everything. I don't think I missed any of the products, but so far I'm really happy with everything. Nothing was a dud. I actually enjoyed this makeup look and the products, but you guys will have to let me know in the comments below. How do you think my look turned out? Have you tried any of these products? What have you been loving on? I would love to hear from all of y'all. And if you're new here and you enjoyed this video and you like a lot of fun and colorful makeup content, please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. Also, don't forget to check out the description below. I will have all the products linked that I tried today, so you can check them out for yourself in case you want to pick up anything, in case you're curious. They will be in the description. I will also link other videos of mine that I've done that you might be interested in watching, as well as my contact and other social media platforms. I'm also on Instagram as Breezy Lifestyle and Breezy_Beauty, and I'm also on TikTok as Breezy_Beauty. So if you want to check me out on my other platforms, I would really love that. But that was everything, guys. I hope you guys are all doing well, and I'm just sending you guys so much light and love. But until next time, bye guys.